Hi, my name is Kaneko. I'm an English news section reporter for Japanese news agency Kyodo News. I was in charge of reporting about the nuclear crisis immediately after the outbreak, and then spent about 1 month just staying around the clock at the government's nuclear and industrial safety agency. And I'm aware that massive confusion and panic happened not only among the public, but also among members of the press, and also members of the government, and also TEPCO, the Kyoto Electric Power Company, which operate the nuclear crisis. Many people accuse the government and TEPCO for hiding or covering up and giving information about the crisis, but my impression is that they just didn't know what's happening in the plant, and they were really bad at communicating with the public. Since the theme of this panel is civic movements, so I'd like to introduce some cases of anti-nuclear activists took to the streets, or like established self-help group to ease the threat of nuclear radiation contamination. One significant case is the protest. You can see, maybe I will pass this book around, but this is a major demonstration by especially mothers in Fukushima. They were protesting against the radiation exposure limits for school children at school playground that were set by the government provisionally at the same level as limits for adults. That was 20 millisieverts per year, and then it was in accordance with ICRB, I think the international standards. But the 20 millisieverts was actually the maximum allowable level in the certain range of the exposure limits. Was like most lenient standards. Then mothers got angry and took to the streets, and they gathered in front of the science ministry to revoke these limits. And then there were a lot of mothers, but also celebrities were involved in this demonstration. Then eventually in August, the government decided to lower the upper limits to 1 millisievert from 20 millisieverts following strong protest by the parents. But still, I visited Fukushima. I visited Fukushima 1 year after the disaster, but still in the city of Kaneko, which is about 60 kilometers away from the nuclear plant. School children still compelled to stay indoors, and they cannot play outside. So the government set up some indoor facilities for them to play, and then. But I think that they're under heavy mental stress, and many people also flee the nuclear plant and the Fukushima, and even from Tokyo, and some go abroad, some go to southern areas of Japan. And then another significant movement is just recently, earlier this month, about 1,300 citizens filed a criminal complaint against the government and the senior executives of the Tokyo Electric Power Company for professional negligence over the accident. In the middle of evacuation process, because of the poor handling of information, some people, like those hospitalized or those bedridden, in the areas near from the Fukushima nuclear plant. Like some of them eventually died because their conditions got worse. And so I think it's a major litigation movement after the crisis. And the government and people totally lost, I think people totally lost confidence in the government and people. So there are movements to independently monitor radiation levels among citizens. In July, some civic groups established their own monitoring stations in Fukushima. And also independent monitoring has been conducted by the organizations like IAEA and Greenpeace and other international organizations. Some individuals even buy those dosimeters voluntarily, and they have been monitoring like all the radiation levels in town and their own cities, and then sometimes when they detect the points where the radiation amount is high, they alert local government authorities. They also use Twitter and other social media tools, and then establish mainstream media start reporting about that, and then sometimes local government are compelled to take measures to contaminate the areas. That's it.